Have you ever felt like you're working hard at your fitness but nothing changes? You're not alone. It's one of the most common struggles people face on their health journey. You put in the effort, you follow the plan, but the results just don't seem to show up. It can feel discouraging, even unfair, and it's easy to wonder if all your hard work is even worth it. This is the dreaded fitness plateau, a wall that can make even the most motivated person question everything. It's like running into an invisible barrier that stops your progress in its tracks, no matter how much effort you put in. It happens to everyone, from beginners to elite athletes. No one is immune to hitting a plateau, and it can strike at any stage of your fitness journey. You track your food, hit the gym, get your sleep, but the scale and your strength don't budge. You might even start to doubt your methods, or wonder if you're missing something obvious. Most people think the answer is to do more workouts, more restrictions, but that's rarely the solution. Pushing harder can sometimes make things worse, leading to burnout or injury. Often, the real answer is hidden in a small, overlooked part of your day. It's not always about massive changes, but about finding those tiny tweaks that make a big impact. I see this all the time. Clients who are dedicated, disciplined, and still stuck. They're doing everything right on paper, but something's missing. The missing piece is usually something simple, not a drastic overhaul. Sometimes it's a habit so small you barely notice it, but it can unlock your progress. Let me tell you about Sarah, a client who did everything right, yet her progress stalled for months. She was consistent, motivated, and still felt stuck in place. By changing just one tiny habit in her morning routine, she broke through her plateau. It wasn't a huge change, but it made all the difference for her. Sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference. If you're feeling stuck, remember, progress is possible, and it might be just one small step away. Meet Sarah. She's the kind of person who gives her all, never missing a beat when it comes to her health and fitness. She tracked her fitness journey with meticulous detail, logging every workout, every meal, every hour of sleep. Her journal was filled with notes, charts, and plans, all color-coded and organized. Sarah worked out 4 to 5 times a week, mixing strength training and cardio, always pushing herself to improve. She tried new routines, challenged her limits, and never skipped a session. Her diet was on point: lean proteins, carefully portioned meals, and a focus on quality ingredients. She chose complex carbs, loaded up on veggies, and avoided processed foods entirely, making sure every bite counted. She calculated the right calories for her goals, stayed hydrated, and made sure to get enough fiber and micronutrients every day. Even her sleep was dialed in. Sarah had a relaxing bedtime routine, tracked her sleep, and made rest a priority. On paper, she was the ideal client, committed, consistent, and always striving to do better. Yet for 3 months, nothing changed. No weight loss, no strength gains, and her motivation was starting to fade. The scale wouldn't budge, and her progress photos looked the same. "Dr. Mike, I feel like I'm spinning my wheels. What am I doing wrong?" she asked, her voice tinged with frustration and confusion. Her frustration was real. She was doing everything right, but still stuck. It felt unfair, and she was starting to doubt herself. It was time to dig deeper, beyond the obvious numbers and routines, and look for what was really going on. Sometimes the problem isn't in the gym or the kitchen. It can hide in the places we least expect. It's hidden in the patterns of daily life, stress, habits, and the little things that add up over time. I needed to play detective, to look for the missing link that was holding Sarah back from her goals. The answer wasn't more effort, it was smarter effort. Sometimes it's about working differently, not just harder. Together, we needed to uncover what was truly holding her back, and finally unlock the progress she deserved. When progress stalls, most people double down. More workouts, stricter diets, more intensity. Sarah tried this too, adding extra HIIT sessions and considering cutting carbs even further. But this more is better mindset often backfires, leading to burnout and chronic fatigue. Your body isn't a machine you can just push harder. Sometimes it needs a different approach. Instead of piling on more stress, I asked Sarah to step back and look at her whole day. The solution wasn't another hour at the gym or fewer calories. We needed to shift focus from intensity to balance and recovery. The real answer was hidden in her daily routine, not her workout log. Sometimes, less is more. We had to be strategic, not just work harder. As we dug into Sarah's daily routine, a pattern emerged. Her mornings were chaotic. She'd hit snooze, rush out of bed, and immediately check stressful work emails. Breakfast was inconsistent, sometimes skipped, sometimes just coffee or a sugary snack. This unpredictable start sent her body mixed signals and spiked her stress. Her structured training and nutrition were being sabotaged by a stressful, unstructured morning. Chronic morning stress can elevate cortisol, making it harder to build muscle, burn fat, and recover. All her discipline later in the day couldn't overcome the chaos of her mornings. The real problem wasn't in her workouts or meals, it was in the first hour after waking. We found our target for change, her morning routine. Sometimes the unwritten parts of your day matter most. The solution was simple: a structured, consistent morning ritual. First, Sarah set her alarm 15 minutes earlier to avoid rushing. No more checking emails in bed. Instead, she spent 5 minutes stretching or getting sunlight. This gentle start helped regulate her body's natural cortisol rhythm. The most important change: a balanced breakfast with 20-30 grams of protein and complex carbs, eaten within 60-90 minutes of waking. Options were easy: scrambled eggs and toast, or Greek yogurt with berries. The key was consistency, not complexity. This new routine took just 20-25 minutes, but replaced chaos with calm and stress with structure. It didn't require willpower, just a small, manageable shift. By fixing her mornings, we aimed to create a ripple effect through her whole day. Sometimes one tiny habit can change everything. The results weren't instant, but they were real. Within weeks, Sarah's energy improved. No more morning grogginess or afternoon crashes. She felt stronger and more motivated in the gym, adding weight to her lifts and enjoying her workouts again. Recovery improved too. Less soreness, more readiness for each session. Starting her day with protein and carbs shifted her body from muscle breakdown to muscle building. This single change created a positive feedback loop. Better mornings led to better workouts, which led to better recovery and progress. Her hard work finally paid off because we fixed the weakest link, her chaotic mornings. Sometimes the breakthrough comes from the smallest adjustment. One tiny habit can unlock big results. Progress is about smart changes, not just hard work. Sarah's story proves it. Why did this morning routine work so well? It's all about hormones and your body's internal clock. Cortisol naturally spikes in the morning to help you wake up, but stress and skipping breakfast can keep it high, hurting muscle growth and fat loss. Gentle movement and sunlight help regulate this cortisol curve, anchoring your circadian rhythm. A stable rhythm means better energy, mood, and recovery. After fasting overnight, your body needs protein and carbs to stop muscle breakdown and refuel energy stores. A balanced breakfast kickstarts muscle repair and stabilizes blood sugar, preventing crashes and cravings. Consistent morning fuel sets your metabolism up for success all day. The science is simple. Support your body's natural rhythms, and you'll see better results. Small habits, like a calm morning and a real breakfast, have a big impact. Sarah's transformation started with understanding this basic biology. Sometimes, the simplest science is the most powerful. 6 weeks later, Sarah returned, this time with real progress and a big smile. Her gym numbers were up. She added 15 pounds to her squat and more reps to every exercise. Her body fat dropped, muscle mass increased, and her clothes fit better. The scale barely moved, but her body changed dramatically. Most importantly, she felt less stressed, more in control, and genuinely enjoyed her fitness journey again. The morning ritual's calming effect carried through her whole day. She slept better, felt refreshed, and no longer battled with food or exercise. Her story shows that simple, foundational habits beat complex solutions. She didn't need a harder workout or stricter diet, just a better start to her day. Sometimes fixing one small thing unlocks everything else. Sarah's results speak for themselves. Sarah's story isn't unique. In fact, it's a lot more common than you might think. So many of us want to make big changes, but we get overwhelmed and don't know where to start. Many of us overlook the small habits that truly drive progress. We focus on the big picture and forget that real transformation starts with the tiniest steps. If you're stuck, don't just do more. Step back and look for one tiny habit to improve. Sometimes the answer isn't to work harder, but to work smarter by starting small. Maybe your mornings are chaotic, or you skip breakfast, rushing out the door and feeling frazzled before the day even begins. Or you start your day with stress, immediately checking your phone or emails and feeling behind before you've even had a chance to breathe. Try a glass of water and 5 minutes of stretching before checking your phone. This simple shift can set a calmer, more intentional tone for your entire day. Or commit to a balanced breakfast every day. Even a small, healthy meal can give you the energy and focus you need to tackle what's ahead. The key is consistency. Small habits done daily beat big, unsustainable changes. It's not about perfection, but about showing up for yourself, one day at a time. Your tiny habit might be a walk after lunch, giving your mind a break and your body a boost. Or it could be turning off screens before bed, helping you wind down and sleep better. Or prepping gym clothes the night before, making it easier to follow through on your fitness goals. Find the friction points in your day and insert a positive, manageable habit. Notice where you struggle most, and start there with something simple. Don't try to change everything at once. Master one small change first. Let it become second nature before adding more. Make it so easy you can't say no. The easier it is, the more likely you'll stick with it, even on tough days. Over time, these small choices add up to big results. The progress may seem slow at first, but it's steady and real. So, what's your one tiny habit? Take a moment to reflect and choose something that feels right for you. Start today and watch your progress unlock. Remember, every big journey begins with a single, small step.